Hey guys, welcome back to Kelly's Creations. I'm so glad you're here. If you like this video, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell for future notifications, like, comment, and share with your friend. Y'all know I love going thrift shopping, so I got these last year, these old clocks. They remind me of something you would see, like an old employee clock. They don't look like you can punch in with them, but yeah, I removed the cords because they were scary. And they've been sitting in my collection for quite some time. I did have them on my clock wall for a little while, but I thought, you know what? They needed some touching up. They needed some TLC. So I wanted to keep that clock face because it's old and just has a lot of years on it. So I didn't want to do anything with these clock faces, but I thought that I could paint them and really kind of maybe give them a spring flair. So I started with the black. Now my thinking for black was that it, number one, would cover it up, and I thought when I came in with my next color I could do some wet distressing and it might just pull the first layer and come down, have a little black distressing on it. It didn't really work that way. I am glad I did a base coat though, but I probably could have done a base coat in the color that I was gonna paint it, if that makes any sense. So after the black was dry, I came in with the moss and did one coat. I, as you can see, was kind of distress painting, as I call it, because I'm not covering up all of the black. I am letting a hint of it show through here and there, so it's not full coverage with that moss. But I absolutely love this moss, and I think it screams spring. So now I come in with a baby wipe, and like I said, I thought maybe I could just wipe off the moss and it would come down to a little bit of the black. But what was happening was that it was taking the black off as well. That's okay. So I have these what are they called? Stencils. Transfers. I love these stencils. I first used them last year, and yeah, I absolutely love these. They are purchased off of Amazon. They are so easy to use, and they are reusable, which is a bonus. So I will have that link below if you would like to check them out, where I got them, how much they are, all that good stuff. You can see them. I will have a link to the everything I bought on this video from Amazon down below in the description box. With all that being said, my thinking here, and I am new to these, so don't slam me too much in the comments, but I thought I could layer these. So here I am putting the flower in the center, not covering up the numbers, and coming in with this beautiful color and going around the outside of the flower, and then I come in with yellow and kind of blend it in and go up to, this is not orange, it's, I don't know, I'm not quite sure what this color is. It's gorgeous though. I come in with the yellow in the center, and I grab some of that orange and kind of bring it in. I thought sunshine is kind of where I was going with this, and all you have to do is put the paint on it. It bleeds in and goes onto your piece. You can pull this off wet. I absolutely love these. They stick to your project. I'm sure you guys have all seen these. I was kind of late to the game trying these, but yeah, they're amazing, and then you can just wash them off. So here I am pulling it away, and look how cute that little flower is. Just that little tiny hint of color. Okay, so it was dry. I thought, okay, I want a little bit of white on top. So I grab a different flower, I grab my white and stencil it on, and I thought I would have the orange, the yellow, and then the white flower on top. But maybe I didn't let it dry enough, or maybe just these are too sticky to do this. When I pulled it off, which you're going to see here in a second, what it did is it kept the white and pulled my orange and my yellow totally off. And you can see it right there. There it is. It didn't ruin it. It washed right off. So I just went with it. I really like the white. It's just that hint of flower on it. I thought that was really cute. To seal this, I'm going to use Waverly and clear wax, and I am going to go all around the chalk paint to seal it so that it's nice and smooth and it won't come off. And that's all I did with this green one. I think that with the vintage face of the clock, just changing the color of this, oh my gosh, it makes it look so much better. And I can use it for that pop of color in my spring decor. I absolutely love clocks. If you wanted to, you could even have kind of like a little bow hanging from the bottom as well. So on to clock number 2. I did the same thing. I painted it black, which, like I said before, I probably didn't have to. I could have just done yellow. This one took a lot. This one took 3 coats of yellow. But look how stinking cute that is. Oh my gosh. Such a big difference. I knew when I bought these clocks I wanted to do something with them, but it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do. So I'm going to come in with that flower, and I know better now. I can only do 1 layer. So I'm going to do the outside of the flower in the white. I'm going to come in on the inside, and I'm going to bring that beautiful yellow in to coincide with the paint that I put on the clock. And this is so cute. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. Right, and it fits perfectly in the center of that clock. Now, I got these crackle stencils. I guess they are stencils. And the crackle is so cool. You just like put your ink on it, and I think I maybe re-inked it once, and you just put it on your project and it gives that crackle look, which I thought was so cool since this is a vintage clock, to put a little crackle on it. So I used the same sheet and I just kept going around adding crackle all around the piece. If I were to push down where I had already on the stencil, it just made it faint. It wasn't as, bright, vibrant black as it was when I first used it. But it's really cool that you can get different textures, different looks, and I just am obsessed with this crackle stamp. So I went around the whole clock. Now, I did set this aside to dry, even used a hair dryer on it, but I probably should have just let it sit 24 hours, because when I came in with my clear wax, it smudged some of that ink. Now, I left it. I didn't care that some of it was smudged. This is a vintage clock. I mean, it's going to have some wear and tear. That's how I'm justifying it, because I really didn't feel like starting over. But as you can see right there, it smudged it. But like I said, I could have started over. I didn't feel like it. It didn't bother me. Of course, my suggestion to you, set it aside for 24 hours and let that ink dry. Even using the hair dryer didn't do it. So that's my little tip for you guys. But I think these vintage clocks turned out so cute. I added them to my ladder that's in the corner and is not very good lighting. But I did my best. So here's a look at it, how I'm displaying it. Okay, for project number 2, I have this big wicker basket. And this basket is so cool, and I've been trying to brainstorm what I wanted to do with this. So I watched, and I wish I could remember what channel it was. Oh, if you've watched this technique, please let me know, because I would love to do a shout out, and I cannot for the life of me. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, so I cannot remember the channel, but I start off with painting this moss. Not doing full coverage. I am letting some of that beautiful wicker show through. And then I grab some napkins, and I'm showing you like the ones I found. Oh my gosh, look at these. They were clearance at Marshall's. Oh my gosh, I love doing DIYs with napkins, and I thought that the carrot would be perfect to put on here, because I can use it for spring. I can also use it in my kitchen. So I thought that would be the best choice here. Instead of putting a bunny on it where I could only use it for the Easter season, the carrots I can use all summer long, all spring long in my kitchen. So coming in with a paintbrush, dipping it in water, I am just wetting around the napkin and around the carrots that I'm going to be putting on the basket. By wetting the napkin, you can just pull it apart much easier. It will rip where it's wet. You don't have to worry about ripping a part of the napkin that you don't necessarily want to rip. So I did this all around that napkin until I had the size and the shape that I wanted for the front of this basket. And once you have that, then you can use your fingers and separate the plies, because you're only going to want the top layer. Some napkins I found are, just 2 ply, some are 3. So you just want that top layer of the napkin. Now using Mod Podge and plastic cling wrap, I am going to put Mod Podge on the basket where I want my napkin, and really be generous. You want it in the cracks and crevices of the wicker. Then you're going to place your napkin down. Make sure your Mod Podge is covering the whole part of the napkin. Place your cling wrap over it. You can kind of pull the cling wrap, and it really pulls it into the basket. You can use your fingers. What the cling wrap is doing is, because the napkin's going to be wet underneath, it's easily destroyed when you're trying to really get it into the cracks and crevices. So the cling wrap you can put on top, and you're not ruining your napkin. Now I come in with a dry brush, and I go over it, and I'm really pushing on top of that cling wrap. I'm really pushing down so that that napkin is really getting into all of the crevices of that basket. And you can just see it. You can see all the cracks now coming through. This is just a great way, using the cling wrap, where you're not destroying the napkin, because wicker isn't the easiest thing to decoupage on. So yeah, shout out to whoever I watched that gave me the wonderful idea, and I will find out who it was. But yeah, this works out great. Look at, you can still see the grooves of the basket. I think that's amazing. I let it dry, and I came in with another coat of Mod Podge and accidentally grabbed the wrong brush that I had been painting with. So yeah, you see a hint of pink at the top. So I cover this whole napkin with Mod Podge. I noticed that I missed a few spots on the handle, so I touched that up with the moss. Look how cute this basket is. Oh my gosh. I had a hula skirt from Dollar Tree, and I thought it would be cute to tie some of that, because it looks like raffia, around the front handles and really give this a country look. And yeah, that's it. This would be so cute if, like, you're having an Easter egg hunt to put the Easter eggs in, or just put some floral in this, keep it in your kitchen. There's so many uses for baskets, or just leave it by itself. It's just so stinking cute. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you try this technique because it's so easy if you have some baskets that you want to do decoupage on. Okay, for project number 3, I got this cutting board at a local thrift store and this beautiful tulip. Oh my gosh, so cute. And I knew when I saw them that they were meant to be together. And all it was going to take was a little bit of paint. Oh my gosh, so cute. I see cutting boards all the time. I love cutting boards, and I find them at my thrift stores all the time. So it fit perfectly together. I'm first going to start off with some glue and put that on the back of that flower, and I will come in just with a few dabs of hot glue just to keep it in place until that glue dries. And I'm going to attach it to the cutting board and paint it all as one piece. Now what's great about this is the tulip is like a thicker base, so I made sure that I am totally in line at the bottom, and now this piece can stand up on its own, which is a bonus. These are great pieces to put behind other things when decorating, or this is going to be so pretty you can just leave it as a decor piece on its own. So I push it down, I make sure that that's totally secure. I came in with some Waverly white and I painted everything in the white. It only took one coat, and I knew I was going to be distressing this as well, so one coat was perfect. If you want it more vibrant, put 2 coats on there. So I came in with some moss and some yellow and some pink, and I am going to and some, well, I don't know if I used the blue. Yeah, I did use the blue too. So anyway, I did the flower. First I started in the center and I painted a little bit of pink in the center. I came around the edge and painted yellow, came around the other edge and painted blue. I wanted it to be a real springy, colorful, pretty flower. I didn't just want one color. Probably, again, because I probably couldn't decide on what color I would have painted it anyway, so might as well go with all the colors you like. And then the base of the flower, where the leaves are, I came in and painted that with the moss, but I left the stem white. I did come in with some white wax and I painted over the whole piece with the white wax to seal it in. Then I came in with sandpaper and I distressed the flower and I distressed the cutting board. I probably should have done this in reverse and distressed it first and then came in with the white wax, but either way, do what you want to do. Now thinking back, I'm not sure why I did it this way, but it worked. It still is a nice smooth piece, even though I did distress afterwards. If you don't like distressing, skip that part. And then I came in with a baby wipe and I just wiped all of the dust off. Now I had a Ziploc bag full of old bangle bracelets and jewelry, costume jewelry, and I grabbed one of the bangle bracelets and I grabbed this beautiful fabric I got from Walmart. I am such a sucker for floral this year. I never have been a floral person, but I am just loving floral this year. And these purple flowers are so pretty. So I cut a little piece out of the fabric and sized it to my bracelet. Then I'm going to cut it down and come in with some pink and white string, and I just lost my train of thought as usual. I'm going to cover my bracelet with the string going around and around and around. I'm not going to bore you with that, so I sped this part up. When I got towards the end, I did leave a little hoop with the string and then went around the hoop a few times so that I would make a hanger on this. And then I just hot glued my edges down and pulled my little hot glue strings out. And now I have a nice little hanger. So I am going to use hot glue and put it around the back of this and attach this to the fabric. That seemed to work the best. Originally, I wasn't going to put string around this, and I was going to use that silver bangle and glue it to the fabric, but it does not stick. And yeah, I maybe could have used a different kind of glue. I didn't have any, and that's why I did the string, which turned out really cute too. So I put hot glue all around this, and I just glued it down to the fabric. So cute. Then I came in with a little butterfly stencil and or a butterfly stamp. Why do I keep calling these stencils? They're stamps. I picked a little butterfly stamp and put some ink on it and just stamped a butterfly on there. It wasn't perfect. I didn't put the ink totally even on the butterfly, so as you're gonna see here, when I went to stamp it, half of the butterfly kind of was missing, I guess. That's okay. I could have restamped it, but I might have ruined it in the process, so I just let it go. As you can see, there's a little part that didn't come out. Probably because I'm new to stamping and didn't put enough ink on there, which is okay. So now I'm just going to hot glue this down to, I am just like a mess today. I grabbed some pink raffia and I'm going to glue the raffia to the top underneath the handle. Now I'm going to hot glue this down to the cutting board right next to the flower. I love floral, I love butterflies, I love flowers, and I absolutely love cutting boards. So I couldn't go wrong with this piece. It has all my favorites all in one. So just added some hot glue to the back of this and set it down. Make sure it's straight because when I set it down it was a little crooked, which did bother me, but like I said, I wasn't going to rip it all up and ruin it. So then I took some string and I just added it inside the loop and I glued it to the back of the cutting board and secured it down with some tape onto the hot glue so it would stay put. And such an easy project. I think the cutting board cost me $1. The flower was like 75 cents. And I already had the other materials on hand, so this project was actually cheaper than doing a Dollar Tree project. As always, my videos are meant to just inspire you. I know sometimes you don't find exactly what I use in my videos at thrift stores. I love doing thrift store flips, but I know that is part of a problem is thrift stores always have different things, so you might not find exactly, but you might find something similar, and if you like this project, you can make it your own. I top this off by just putting just a little bow at the top. I think this is such a cute spring piece. It will go perfect on a hutch or in a cabinet. Oh my gosh, it's just so colorful, vibrant. Spring is here, and I can't wait to start going outside again. I love you guys so much. Let me know in the comments what was your favorite project, and let me know in the comments what videos you would like to see. I know everybody loves minis, and I've really been trying to think of a different unique mini video to do, so that is in the works, guys. Do you like thrift flips? Do you prefer Dollar Tree DIYs? Do you want country, rustic, farmhouse? What do you want to see? Because I would love to hear from you guys, and let me know what videos interest you. I hope you guys have a blessed and most wonderful week. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you hadn't. Share and like, comment, all those good things. That really helps my channel. Have a blessed and wonderful week, y'all. Bye.